Hey guys, this is Rocking3 bringing another live commentary of Forza 5. This next video is going to be part of my parts and tune video, and I brought out my Mazda 787. I have three of them, and I'll go through on the differences between the three. This is just downforce. This is my middle downforce Mazda. And actually this track you could probably use my car without any downforce at all. The rival on the track here is 500. Is actually the first time I've ran this track with this car, so I thought I'd just put a 500 rival out there, see how it does. Not running particularly well here, so we're gonna run 2 laps here. It's a quick track, so let's see if we can improve on our second lap and see if we're gonna beat our rival in our first full lap after the warm-up. Let's see if we can crush that. There we go. Turn it in a little bit more. We're going to use the RPM range a little bit more this time. So this Mazda 787 is really good on almost every single track, or almost dominant on every single track. So I just want to provide you guys with a decent tune. I was playing a multiplayer race with this, and I didn't realize I did so well, but one of the tracks I had top 100 on in a multiplayer race. You don't usually attempt to do that. So we did alright. We got 53,847. I would imagine that would probably be about 250-ish. Let's see where it ends up, and then I'll give you guys the parts and the tune for this car. Essentially giving you 3 cars here at once. I try to paint them differently so I know which car is which, and of course I always forget which one is my one with the full downforce and the one without the downforce. So you guys will have to make it some kind of indicator so you know which one is which. I should just do a color like red, yellow, green or something. Let's see where it's at. So we got 223. That's not too bad. Like I said, that was the first time I ran that car on that particular track. Don't race a lot of P and I don't race a lot of R class, so you won't necessarily see me on the leaderboards everywhere. But when I do run it, it does fairly well. So let's go see the parts here. Alright, so there's not a lot of parts to be had. So we have the stock tires. We have the upgraded front tire width. We have the upgraded rear. And I believe I put some wheels on here. So let's see which ones those are. Of course, it's the first one. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the gold wheels. These are the lightest wheels they have, the Advan RG2s. And let's go through the tires. So we did put the R19 rims in the front, and we have the R20s in the rear. Those tires look very, very thin. I guess I'm going backwards. So we have the race drive line, and we have no restrictor plate, 28 horsepower for 3 PI. So that is all the parts. So the tune is going to be the same. Again, I have 3 of these, and they're all identical except for one aspect, and I'll show you that. So the tires, we have 26.5, 26.5 in the front. The gearing, we have a 3.70. I would imagine you may want to change those a little bit for the one without the downforce, but overall I don't typically run out of gear. I have negative 3.0 camber in the front, negative 3.0 in the rear, zeroed out at the toe. We have the front caster at 6.0, no stability problems at all. Anti-roll bars, we have at 996 in the front, 12.14 in the rear. Springs, we have 490.9 in the front, 575.5 in the rear. Pretty typical for my setups, which makes this car so easy to tune. And we slammed it all the way down to 2.8. You may want to check that. I know Alps and stuff, I bottom out. May want to raise that a little bit. Rebound stiffness, they have a 9.5 in the front and 11.7 in the rear. This front lower number helps it turn in a little bit better. Standard numbers here, 1.9, 1.9 in the rear. This one I actually have 3/4. We have 500 and 875. So I guess I have 3 cars that are none, full, and 3/4. This is my 3/4 car. So on the other 2 cars, it's full or none, depending on what type of track you're running. Brakes normal 47%, 200% for me, and acceleration 35 and deceleration 42%. I'm going to save this setup, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 files for you guys. I'm going to call this one middle, and I'm going to call it middle downforce, and then I'll put 2 more out here. I'll do no downforce, and I'll do full downforce. Those will be the 3 files you want to download. But this car is pretty quick to build because there's not a lot of parts and not a lot of tuning to it. So go ahead and either create it or download it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.